Namaste everybody, welcome to Green Living Path. I'm Al Yogi. I've been doing yoga for decades. I've got 18 books I've written on yoga and also 5 novels. So it's not about this, guys. A lot of people online are like this. It's about this, harmony. And so many people are wanting to be like this with each other. Somebody does something and somebody else goes, and they're constantly like that, but then they're saying they're this and they're saying they're that. But really, it comes down to your inner dialogue, guys. So metacognition is the first step of being able to live in harmony. So metacognition is just a fancy way, I've got a science background, that basically says aware of your thoughts. And the more you're aware of your thoughts, the more you can stand back, be the observer of your thoughts, instead of being caught up in the whirlpool of thoughts and pulled into them and reacting like that. The more you can observe your thoughts, you can stand back and you can be more in harmony from the whole situation. Obviously, it takes years of practice. I've been doing meditation and yoga for decades and decades. I've run yoga classes and yoga schools, and I just recently taught some kids from school some yoga. They loved it. So that's the first stage of living in harmony. It's awareness of your thoughts, and the more you can actually have awareness of your thoughts, that you're conscious of them 24 hours a day, even when you're asleep. It sounds crazy, but you can get to that stage. First off, you're aware of the odd thought, then you're aware of the thought for an hour, 2 hours, 8 hours, and it keeps progressing over time. So you're actually aware of, there's like a third person, your higher self, watching a conversation with you and your partner, with somebody that you see on the street or a friend. You're actually conscious of the conversation. The words, the emotions and stuff like that, even when you're talking with somebody. Now that comes from practice, so you need to lay a bedrock of a routine in the mornings, guy. That's key. So the first one is metacognition. The second one is having a morning routine to elevate your vibration so that you tune in with the field, or tune in with your true higher self, guys. Too many people are getting pulled into this person said this and this person said this, and the whirlpool of people constantly carrying on like this. So meditating in the mornings is key, so that it actually clears the mind. It gives you the ability to observe your thoughts more. Even though meditation ultimately is about clearing the mind at all, but it gives you this inner confidence, this inner way of being an observer and watching your whole life. And that's key. And also on other levels too, connecting with the field, connecting with the source field, and you become more and more aligned. It's like strengthening, guys, your Wi-Fi connection on a spiritual sense. So by doing meditation, every time you do meditation, you're connecting, strengthening your Wi-Fi signal. The second thing is exercise, guys. I do obviously yoga, some sit-ups. Salute to the sun is very, very good. It's actual works the cardiovascular system. It increases the amount of oxygen saturation in your body, particularly in the mornings, which helps stimulate your brain. Inversions such as a headstand helps rush blood to your brain, so that increases the actual oxygenation to the brain. So having a first metacognition, aware of your thoughts, having a solid routine each morning. And so how do you get metacognition? You do that by meditating, by doing asanas, keeping fit, right? You also, the third thing is you want to have affirmation. So if you get a negative thought coming into your mind, you can say, I'm an infinite being. That's my true essence. That's my source that dwells in all things. And you can also use visualizations, going through a door to a higher dimension with yourself that's gone down this path 1,000 years in the 1,000 years that you've been existing. you can picture yourself as that person that's got this deep understanding, sitting beside them on a cliff in the Himalayas, overlooking all the clouds below them, and then basically fuse with that energy and then come back. So there's all different techniques. That's actually part of the quantum field, because all particles are entangled, I believe. And this isn't just me, but Tesla, Einstein talk about entanglement, superposition of particles, and we're made of particles. So having metacognition, aware of your thoughts, meditation, physical asanas, affirmations, using visualization, guys, is really key in actually expanding your consciousness. We're here to evolve consciously and to obtain self-realization, self-mastery. Everything else is secondary to self-mastery, to have that connection, Wi-Fi connection with source permanently on. No dropping in and out, like a lot of people will go in and drop out, and get pulled into different things that are happening online, different things that want to create confusion and conflict. You want to be constantly building on harmony, guys, with yourself, your inner self, your inner voice, and having that aligned with the field. You've got like rhomboid crystals in the pineal gland in your brain here that use piezoelectricity when it's send out into the field and receive. It's like a transmitter and receiver. I mean, you've got the Akashic records, which I've got videos on my channel, which you can pull information from the field. You can use that visualization technique going through the door, seeing yourself at many reincarnations later, and you can sit beside them and fuse with that energy so that you can actually use that wisdom in your life. So there's Edgar Cayce was a mystic, a 20th century mystic, and he used the Akashic records to actually help others. He did heaps of readings for other people. He was on point with that. So it's about your inner development, and your inner development is key to living in harmony. There's so many people out there living in conflict. They're wanting to get back on this person or get that tattooed up. They're talking about, oh, I can smack this person over, he's fat, it's about yourself developing your consciousness. Obviously you want to keep fit, which is true. A lot of them say that, oh, you've got to be fit. I'm not talking to you because you're fat. But it's also showing compassion and helping others in a compassionate way. You don't need to be swearing all the time to try and get your point across. The true inner strength is actually just putting your point across softly, sometimes strongly, but just saying your piece from your heart, tuning into the field and saying it to help people and help yourself. Not about swearing at people or trying to belittle people and putting yourself up. That's just ego-based. And anybody that does that obviously needs to work on compassion and their inner dialogue and actually realize that it's spreading love and harmony the world needs. It's not about that. There's lots of people that like to go on about this person and that person and this person. That's all that's creating is more of a ripple in the field of disharmony, conflict, guys. You want to be helping people. You want to be helping yourself. If somebody comes into you and starts going off, you don't just, as it says in the Bible, turn the other cheek. Walk away. You can say a piece to them. You can say to them, that's not the way to talk to people, right? And then just walk away. Now, that's really important in this day and age, is actually stand up for yourself in a deep way, connect with the field, have metacognition, train, flexibility, strength. Now, also, getting rid of the drugs and alcohol, guys. All that's doing is creating a huge fluctuations in your mind by being on drugs and alcohol. And you're paying money for it too. So you're paying for your mind fluctuations. Okay? So living clean is also part of it. Helping others is also part of it. Helping yourself is really important, guys. And giving to other people, helping people out, constantly helping people out, helping yourself is key to really giving a damn in this world where people are doing things for views on Instagram, views on YouTube, promising all these great things, but they're carrying on swearing and if you know, about this, about that. It's not really living a spiritual life. We're spiritual beings having this physical experience, and it's about raising your vibration every day. And do you think swearing and trying to having tough man syndrome and putting down other people is raising your vibration? No, it's not. And it's got to stop, guys. Everybody, a lot of people, it's so easy to be like that. If you're a stronger guy and you see a fatter guy and you start bullying them, telling, oh no, it's the truth, you need to hear that. There's different ways of approaching things. You can say gently to the person, this is what I do, the 3 gundas. I'm a vegetarian, obviously. I believe in ahimsa, non-violence to all beings, which is another key. So all these things stacked on each other makes you a better person, raises your vibration. Do you think eating animals that have been in fear, getting electric shocked or killed, hung up, is helping your vibration? No. I'm being honest here. And this isn't just me saying, this is highly evolved, self-realized yogis that say the same thing. So people can say whatever they want, but I'm talking about a self-realized person saying that. Not somebody that's lower down vibrationally that's talking about it. Of course, they're going to say, oh, I love this and I love that. There's nothing wrong with it. He's this and I'll personally attack you. There's a game being like that. There's too much of that. So you've got to make a stand up within inside yourself and actually be more like that. The only competition is your inner self. And once you get into harmony, direct flow state with the source energy, the divine or whatever you want to call source, then there's no need to be like that. So I've got various videos on meditation, on asanas, on living clean. So that's important to have a look at those and to every day be your best self and expand your consciousness and keep growing your vibration, guys. So I hope this helped. I really do. And living in harmony is key, especially in this day and age. You want to keep opening your heart, spreading the energy for yourself and others, people around you. And you want to live a beautiful life. You don't want to walking around trying to be the man. The man is no such thing. We're all beings, and the self-realized being is the true man, the true being, the true woman. There's nothing higher than that. So namaste, everybody. Have a lovely day. Tab subscribe, and let's live in harmony. Bye for now.